Welcome back, my friends and fellow gamers. And we're back in Hellion today for, I think this is episode 29 of my Hellion series. But we've just warped in on, we went to Burner looking for some parts to maybe find a way to extend our base. And we happened across an outpost. Somebody else's outpost with their stereopes sitting on top. Very, very interesting. But the stereopus is open, which is odd. So this is a dangerous situation. So we're going to get our gun out. If I can remember where I put my gun. Okay. Okay, and alright, we've got everything locked up, so what's my air supply like? Good. Okay. Let's go ahead, and I think we caught somebody napping. So if we've caught somebody napping, this is an opportune time to show what happens if you don't take care of your base. Specifically, people will come and raid you. So for this poor soul, I think somebody else has already raided them, but we're not gonna. I think they have been raided already because it's empty. The ship is open, but there are still parts on it, so it's not completely raided. So let's go ahead and server will reset in 30 minutes. Let's see here. Okay. That has been effectively raided. Well, nothing really of value there. So they were smart enough to lock up at least part of their ship. Let's check the station here. But why didn't they lock the airlock door? That's the real question. And they didn't lock this door either, which, if your ship is docked, you can lock it. So maybe I can steal what I need from this station and call it a day. Right, namely, this airlock is what I'm going to try and steal. Okay, somebody's rated them good and plenty here. Okay, who's Wolfen? Wolfen, somebody raided you, and it wasn't me. I just happened to be the guy that came in and looked at your stuff after the fact. But that doesn't mean I won't take full advantage of the situation. And that, what's the, they vented this whole thing, didn't they? I can't, let's see here. Turn the outpost back on. What's the oxygen environment in here? Okay. We can breathe a little bit. So somebody raided him. And I'm not going to jack him up too much for all of this, because that's a bit of a jerk move to do. He is damaged, however, so he's probably not going to enjoy life too much longer. But unfortunately, he did not think all of this through, because this is what happens when you don't protect your base. So I lied, I am going to raid the hell out of him. I'm just not going to take his main module here. Okay, pop that off. Alright, get back in the main room here. So since he's spawned in there, and not in the other room, we will have only a few different options to work with here. So we're going to go ahead and pop that. Helmet on. Alright, so we've gone ahead and blown this out here. So now I'm going to take control of this and standard docking port, target the CQ, and let's go get ourselves some new station parts. So, Wolfen, I am terribly sorry, but I am a absolute rat bastard for stealing your stuff. In the future, if you're going to be inside your station, lock all the damn doors. Seriously, dude. You'll thank yourself later. Because this, if he'd locked the airlock door, this wouldn't have happened. So, I have a feeling that someone is inside this station as well, this part of the station as well, but we will see. I'm not as concerned by that as you might think. And locked on. Excellent. Shut that door. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and leave them to their vain little struggles here. And we're going to go dock onto that airlock module and the CQ. Alright. So close the outer door and pressurize. So, Wolfen, if you're watching this, I'm terribly sorry, but you should have learned. Okay, open the inner door. Again, when you log out, lock your damn doors, people. Because there's nothing worse. This guy's going to come back when the server reset is done, and he's going to be like, where the hell is my station? And he's going to have no one to blame but himself. Okay, so let's go ahead and back up just a little bit here. Yeah, he's going to be less than kosher pleased about this whole turn of events. So let's go ahead and mark that as our target. We'll get in above it and match speeds. Oh, 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 oh. And match. And 3 for docking. That's the docking collar right there. So we're going to grab it by that. Alright. So switch anchors. Okay. Lock that down. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Because the airlock module is actually what I want. I'm going to take the other module if I can, just to rate it. because once I lock onto it, I should be able to grab on and take control of the door lock. So this is a little bit of secret raider knowledge here. Now that I'm attached to this system here, the command of my ship should override the module. Alright, so if I go to life support, yeah, see, I've got full control of these modules. So I should be able to, let's go ahead and depressurize that hallway and the main room. Actually, yeah, because I don't have enough air to do otherwise. Okay, so while it's doing that, I'm going to move away from this guy because he's going to be pissed. And if he happens to come back right now, I'm still a smoking gun for him to come after. Plus, we haven't totally cleared the other part of it, which is that that crew quarters module. So let's worst case scenario, I'm going to be stealing their air. So that's, you know, that's not bad for me. Okay, that's going to take another few moments. So close the doors. Again, always lock your doors. Because now that I have control, because I was able to get into his main station and detach that component and take it away, now I have the option of going ahead and taking control of that unit. So the command authority on my ship now overrides the lock, so I can open that door. So this is always a situation that you want to be mindful of, because without it, you're going to end up the victim of people like me. And like this is also, don't set your base around the flippin' moons. Never do that, because the mathematical probability that someone will find your base is extremely high. Alright, now this is empty because I already depressurized the whole thing. So this door should open for me. And now because, well, the door is not going to let me through. Alright, so that part is secure, but it was never really the thing that I wanted anyway. So I simply kick it to the curb, and now I can step out this way and get on my ship. Oh, that bounced us quite a bit. Alright. Alright, just out of spite, because I can be a spiteful little monkey when I want to. Let's go ahead and get over here. And there's his station, so we're going to just go ahead. Oh, it's got no fuel. Alright, so that's been drained of all of its RCS fuel. So we're going to move this one out from under it so I can get my ship on, and then we're going to go. Oh. hell's my ship? It's over there. Okay. Alright, a little bit of server glitching. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Pony's that way. Well, I may have just jacked myself up. Whoa, we're at 1 kilometer. And fallen away. Come on. This is going to be one of those deals where it's better to leave well enough alone. Yeah, the sensor data is going nuts. I've effectively screwed them though, because if there's a guy in that other module, he's going to be lost for sure. They're going to end up having to restart. And it's going to be basically a complete loss for them. So, server will restart in 15 minutes, it looks like. I can't see it through the sun. They need to put that, like, somewhere, anywhere else. Alright. I will see if I can maybe, just maybe, salvage the airlock module. Plus we're low on oxygen, so time to get in while the getting's good. Either way, the main point of this is I stole a lot of air. And that's good enough for me. Because with that done, then I at least now have the ability to go ahead and get moving around. Alright, so let's check and see if we can still make off with that airlock module. At 3 kilometers. Let's go take a look here. Let's see here. Oh, I still have the airlock module. According to the system here, I still have the airlock module. So, with that being said, let's see here. I just can't see it for some reason. Okay. Either way. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Gotta tell you guys, you know, don't do that. It's not safe in any stretch of the imagination. So let's home station, warp 2, another close pass. Let's check this from the position of my ship here. Oh, insufficient fuel cell. Okay. Let's go ahead and take that 30% one. Swap those out. All right. Initialize. And oh, it's up that way. So I've probably just made someone very, very angry. And that is the lesson to be learned in this particular episode. Mind your base, mind your stuff. If you're not willing to take care of your station, then somebody else will do it for you. And this is the harshest lesson you can teach anybody in this game, is that if you think you're going to get away with it, this is what's going to happen. You're going to get in, you're going to find yourself raided and out of luck. That's why it's important, very, very important, to make your base very difficult to find. Because sooner or later, somebody's going to come looking for you. And if you set your base on a easy to detect place, I mean, like, I wasn't even looking for him. I found that purely on the method of saying, oh, look, there's an outpost there. Let's see what I can get from it. And what I could get was their entire core of their base is now out adrift. So you have to, absolutely have to, learn to protect your stuff. So like you'll see when I go and I log out, I lock everything, because it's absolutely without fail the number one most important element for you to be able to do is to lock up your crap. Otherwise, somebody else is going to take advantage of it. Somebody else is going to empty your ship out of all of its stuff, or separate your station into all of its component parts and take what they want. It's not a matter of if someone will do it, it's a matter of when they do it. And in this case, like for instance, I'm flying away with their airlock module, which is, granted, not that big of a loss for them. You know, airlock modules are not that expensive. A fresh start, you get a clean one. But it's still a loss of materials and equipment. And probably whatever's in that CQ module was the lion's share of whatever they were trying to save and hide. And that is going to hurt. This game is not for the faint of heart. It is not for those with a, well, I'll just do me kind of mentality. People will get you, all right? This is, you know, there's no, I mean, when the single player mode comes out, that will be great, because then you'll be able to say, well, I just don't want to do that. I'll do the single player, and then I won't have to deal with all of these people, and that's fine. You know, go ahead, do your thing, you do you, but just remember that these people are not going to leave you alone if you sit there and make yourself a target. I mean, it takes very, very little time for somebody to raid the hell out of you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and attach the airlock to airlock attachment on this ship so that I can still get into my base, because again, that airlock module that I've got is completely depressurized, so it's not going to do me any real good. Let's go ahead and actually let's speed this up and get in close, because we've got a limited amount of time here, because the server is going to reset very soon. So worst case scenario is I can park this very close to the base if I can't actually get it attached. But I don't think that will actually be a problem. So, oh, slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, this game should cause you a fairly strong sense of paranoia, because you should be paranoid in this game. Everybody is out to get you. Everybody is going to rain on your parade to ruin your afternoon. And there's no like, oh, but you know, but this one guy's okay because he doesn't raid. Well, he doesn't raid you, but he's raiding somebody. Because this game is built on a very harsh PvP model. And that is that, you know, your survival may come at the expense of somebody else. So you have to be willing to accept that. All right, let's go ahead and match. Roll for position. And let's go into docking mode. Airlock. Okay, so let's dock airlock to airlock. See? This is the kind of sneaky stuff that people will do to you. Because now, basically what I'm doing is I'm getting a temporary extra connection on my base that I can put together. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this up and then lock everything up for the server reset, and then we will be done. So again, lock your doors. It takes only a few moments of extra planning and consideration for your situation, but you will kick yourself repeatedly if you have not taken the time to do it. Alright, so here we're going to go ahead and connect these up. And so the restart should be in about 10 minutes or so. I'm going to go have some dinner. Alright. So now that I'm connected, I can leave all of this just the way it is. Shut the door. That's locked up, that's locked up. Okay. So close the inner door. Depressurize. And again, we're just gonna saunter on in and do our thing, because we've got plenty of air attached to the system, so we don't have to worry about that. I do feel a little bit bad about Raiden, Wolfen, and possibly one other person, because I'm assuming that he may have had an ally with him that might have been the person who actually spawned that place. I will have to look for the Hacienda ship again to see if they are still in dire straits. But I needed the airlock, so I took it. Plain and simple. Not even a compulsion to it. It is just, this is what Hellion is about. Alright, let's see. I've gone ahead and vented this one again because I don't need it to have any air in it. Oh, getting a little dizzy there. Close that door, shut that panel. And I don't need this room to actually have anything in it because, for me... Oh, I might want to do something about that, though. Yeah, I'm going to repair that because I'm going to make use of this airlock, and I don't want to have to deal with dragging it around if it's damaged. Okay, put that away. Okay, close the inner door, pressurize. The outer door. Okay. Well, we're gonna restart in seconds. Okay. That's the end of this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the flip side. Hopefully that didn't screw me up.